Hi. Good morning. Welcome to ADHD Yoga. So, before we start today, I want to just talk a little bit about pattern recognition and becoming aware of your thoughts and or how you think. If you have ADHD, how you think or becoming aware of how you think is crucial. Most ADHD people I've spoken to talk about racing thoughts, random thoughts, and just becoming interested in some random topic like pottery for no reason, and the interest lasting a few days and then petering out. I think that if you can become aware of not necessarily the subject matter of your thoughts, but where does the curiosity arise from? What's drawn you to that thing? Why have you become interested in it? You can start to build a framework for your ADHD mind. You can start to analyze those thoughts and you can notice the patterns. And if you can be in the moment, if you have a strong grounding and centering, you'll start to remember those patterns over time. I can look back at patterns from, themes to my thoughts from 10, 12, 15 years ago. And when you start to notice the themes and the patterns, it's like putting a puzzle together. When you're going through your life and you're having these random moments, they're like little pieces in a puzzle. And you want to try and be able to piece that puzzle together, because when you piece that puzzle together, that is a massive aha moment. And you might piece it together slowly and realize at some stage that okay, this is what this is. The picture is forming. But you need tools to piece it together. You need tools to recognize the patterns and the themes. And one of those tools is doing yoga. Yoga for ADHD, yoga and ADHD is phenomenal, I think. I think that it really brings you into your body. It builds your confidence, and it nurtures these skills that allow you to become aware of your thoughts and your patterns, not to mention easing the anxiety that's caused by racing thoughts and crazy patterns. But you build a strong metacognition, and you need to have a regular practice. And having ADHD, and I speak from experience, having a regular practice is near on impossible. It's frustratingly devastating as you try to build a regular practice, and it amounts to best maybe a couple of days, and then you're gone or lost for a couple of months. Having someone hold the space for you is vital. This can be your friend, partner, it can be a class that you go to, or it can be a live class every 7:30 a.m. on weekdays, ADHD Yoga. Let's get on the mat. Okay, standing with your feet together, tucking in your tailbone, closing your eyes and just centering yourself, becoming aware of how your body is feeling. Coming down out of your head, feel your feet rooted on the floor, on your mat. Run up through your legs, notice how they're feeling, into your hips, into your torso, your lower back and your upper back. Come up through your hands and your arms, just notice the sensations there. come up right into your head and then drop your awareness down to your center of gravity, just below your navel, your dantian. Let your stomach hang out. Don't stop pulling it in. Bringing your hands together, consciously, dramatically, at your chest. Inhaling your hands up, arching back, exhaling, folding forwards.
And just hang here. Let gravity drag the top half of your body down. On each inhalation, rise slightly. On each exhalation, fold forwards just a tiny bit more. Letting your head be loose, letting your arms be loose. Keeping your legs straight, rocking forwards onto the balls of your feet. Long, even breaths. On the next inhalation, start to rise vertebra by vertebra.
Inhaling up, arching back slightly, hands above your head, back down to prayer position. Okay. Inhaling up, exhaling, folding forwards.
Dropping your hands either side of your feet, stepping your right foot back. So you're in this high lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Retaining the breath, step your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, your chest, and your forehead to the mat. Pushing your groin into the mat. Inhaling up into a cobra pose. Exhaling into a downward dog. Working your heels into the mat, shuffling your shoulder blades down your back. Just making yourself profoundly aware of your body. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space and drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your other foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhaling up, arching back, back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your right foot back, dropping your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Retaining the breath, step your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhaling up into a cobra pose. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space. Drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, bring your left foot forwards, folding forwards. Inhaling up, arching back, back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Right foot back, drop the right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Bring your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, your chest, and your forehead to the mat. Inhaling up into a cobra pose. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space. Drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your other foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhaling up, arching back, back to starting. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Step your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your up foot forwards. Fold forwards. Inhaling up, arching back to starting. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest and forehead to the mat. Inhale up to cobra. Exhaling to a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space. Drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your other foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhaling up, arching back to starting. Last couple. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forwards. Left foot back. Left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest and forward to the mat. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands. Step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, stepping your right foot forwards, folding forwards. Inhaling up, arching back to starting. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, your chest and your forehead to the mat. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your other foot forwards. Fold forwards. Inhale up. Arching back to starting. Last one really fast. Inhale up, exhale, fold forwards. Step your left foot back, drop your left knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Step your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest and forward to the mat. Inhale up into cobra. Exhaling to a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands. Step your left foot into that space and drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your right foot forward. Fold forwards. Inhale up. Arching back to starting position. Your arms relax. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. And standing in the middle of your mat, feet about 1.5 meters apart, 1.3 meters. Turn out your right foot. Raise your hands up so that they are parallel to the mat. Again, be aware of your body here. Be aware of the shape it's making in space. Be aware of any sensations in your arms, legs, torso. Notice where your mind is going. Bring your mind back by making it focus on the body, on your breath. Long, even breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Right foot is turned out. On the inhale, on the exhalation, drop your right hand to the right leg. Left hand is pointed straight up. Gazing up at your left hand, opening your chest across here. Triangle pose. Slight twist in the torso. It's a great heart opener, chest opener. Looking up at your left hand, reaching up with your left hand, take a deep breath in, turn in your right foot, turn out your left foot, deep breath in. On the exhalation, drop your left hand to your left leg, right hand, reaching straight up. Opening the chest, opening your heart, reaching up, softening your shoulder. Legs are straight, left foot is turned out. Long, even breaths, gazing up at your right hand. Be aware of the shape you're making in space. If you're having discomfort anywhere in your body, notice where it is. Let that discomfort anchor you in your body. Deep breath in. Exhale. Back. Arms parallel to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Relax your arms. Still standing in the center of your mat. Step your left foot forwards. Bring your hands up behind your back. Grab hold of your elbows, or make a prayer position like that behind your back if that's comfortable for you. This adds another dimension of discomfort. There's going to be stretching in your wrists, forearms, but if that's too much, grabbing hold of the elbows is absolutely fine. The point is not to get complicated. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forwards from your hips, keeping your back as straight as possible for as long as possible, dramatically folding forwards. And when you cross this horizontal line, let your head drop. You want to try and gently get your forehead to your left knee. You don't have to get it there, but that's the ambition. Just go as far as your body will allow. Long, even breaths. Pyramid pose. Why it's called pyramid pose, I've got no idea. Feeling the stretch in the back of your left leg, keeping that leg as straight as possible as you gently, incrementally fold forwards on each exhalation. On your next inhalation, start to slowly come up. Switch sides. Right foot forwards. Choose a focal point in front of you, stay at that focal point, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forwards from your hips, keeping your back as straight as possible for as long as possible. Nice, slow, flowing movement down, crossing that horizontal line, letting your head drop, trying to get your forehead to your right knee. Long, even breaths. Notice where you're feeling the stretch in your body. Notice where you're feeling discomfort. Notice what is relaxed. Is your neck relaxed? Are your shoulders relaxed? Think of it as a meditation on your body. Using your breath to keep your awareness on your body. Step back from your thoughts. Just notice what they're saying. But don't act on them. Don't go into them. Just observe them. Keep coming back to your breathing. In your next inhalation, start to slowly come up. And release your arms. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Standing in the center of your mat still. Now this is going to be, it's a variation on tree pose. So what we want to do, tree pose would be bringing your, we'll start with the standing on the left foot, bringing your right foot to your ankle, to your knee or above the knee, or into a full lotus position over here, and going into tree pose. I mean, that if you can do that, then that's great. That's actually a good balancing point. But balancing poses are all about constant readjustment, which is great for getting the hemispheres of your brain to talk to each other. And I find when you just stand on one leg, there's more scope for readjustment. When you do this, there's still a lot of scope for readjustment, but you're kind of conning your body into thinking that you're getting support, basically. Here, you're not getting that much support, you're getting less support. But everyone's different. If you find this more difficult, then maybe do this one. The foot there, with there. I find this one more difficult. Bring your hands together in prayer position at your chest. Inhaling your hands up. Tree pose. Long, even breaths. Focus on your center of gravity, just below your navel. Soften your shoulders. Choose a focal point in front of you somewhere. Stare at that. That really does help with the balance.
So he says, falling over. Long, even breaths. Gazing out at your focal point. Tense up your right leg completely. Tense up the buttocks, the thigh. If you can, the calves as well. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the pose. Shake out both your legs. Repeat on the other side. Right foot firmly planted on the mat. Bending up your left leg or coming into tree pose with the other side into half lotus or foot above or below the knee, never on the knee joint, no pressure on the knee joint. Or just raising your left leg up. Hands in prayer position at your chest. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tree pose on the other side. Softening the shoulders. Choosing a focal point to gaze at. Long, even breaths. If you want, you can visualize your executive function restructuring itself. However that manifests for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the pose. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Come to be sitting on the mat. Legs stretched out in front of you. Inhaling your hands up inside of your ears, back as straight as possible. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forwards from your hips. Letting your arms fall wherever they may. Might be where your ankles, might be on your knees, might be by your thighs. Whatever it goes for you. But you want to be engaging with the pose. So you want to be trying to fold forwards. You should go forwards until you feel the resistance. The resistance might be in your stomach, it might be in your lower back, it might be both. Slack in your arms. The arms are not rigid. There's some bend in the arm. Grab hold quite firmly of whichever place you are grabbing hold of. And take a deep breath in. Rise slightly. On the exhalation, fold forwards just a tiny bit more. Use your hands to pull yourself gently, gently forwards. Flexing both feet, pushing the backs of the knees into the mat. Letting your head drop. Just going to stay in this forward bend for a few breaths. Each inhalation rise and each exhalation fold forwards just a tiny fraction more. Next inhalation, start to slowly come up, raising your hands either side of your ears, keeping your feet flexed, dropping your hands behind your back, fingers pointing away from you, pushing yourself up into an inclined plank, trying to get your feet flat on the mat, letting your head fall back. Long, even breaths. Deep breath in, exhale, come down, turning onto your left side, supporting yourself on your left forearm or left hand, whichever works better for you, pushing yourself up into a side inclined plank. Right hand straight up. Deep breath in, exhale, release, switch sides. So supporting yourself on your right forearm or right hand, pushing yourself into an inclined plank, side inclined plank on the other side.
Deep breath in, exhale, release the pose. Coming down to the line of your back. Bringing your heels as close up to your buttocks as possible. Hands flat on the mat. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, push up. Raising your hips up off the mat. As high as they can go. So you're going to be tensing up your glutes, tensing up your thighs, hands flat on the mat. Bring your hands up either side of your hips. Grab hold of your shorts or tunic or whatever you're wearing. Get the heels of your hands slightly under your hips, giving yourself some support, but keep raising those hips as high up off the mat as possible. Back of the neck and tops of the shoulders are flat on the mat and relaxed. Legs are tense. Stomach is relaxed. Long, even breaths. Bridge pose. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, raise your right leg straight up. Or don't, if this is too much for you. But try and stay in the bridge pose if you can. If at any time you feel any sharp pains or anything, come out of the pose. Gently come back into it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale that leg down. Deep breath in. Exhale the other leg up. Deep breath in. Exhale that leg down. Staying in bridge pose. Pushing down with both feet. Arching that back. Raising your hips as high up off the mat as possible. Softening your shoulders and neck. Let your hands drop down. Stay here without the support for 2 breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale. Gently lower your back onto the mat. Gently straighten out one leg, then the other leg. Straighten them first. Then bend one, and then the other. And hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose up to try and touch your knees, just to give your back a counter stretch from that back bend. And coming up to sitting, keeping your legs extended out in front of you. Bending your right leg. Bringing your right hand behind you, fingers pointing away. Your left elbow comes onto the outside of your right knee. So you're there, left elbow is there. Dig that elbow in. Take a deep breath in. And the exhale, gently twist. So your left leg, foot is flexed, back of the left knee pushing into the mat. That keeps that leg active. Deep breath in, exhale, twist gently, just a tiny bit to your right hand side. Using your elbow to push into the outside of your right knee to get the leverage to twist slightly. Half spinal twist. Straighten your spine as much as possible. Pushing the back of the left knee into the mat. Long, even breaths. Notice what your mind's doing. Step away from your mind. Observe your thoughts. Let the discomfort that you're feeling anywhere in your body bring you into your body. Breathe into that discomfort. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Release the pose. Switch sides. Bending your left leg. Right foot is flexed. Back of the right knee into the mat. Left hand behind you, fingers pointing away from you. Arm doesn't have to be straight, it can be bent if that's easier for you. Everyone's got a different shaped body. Bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, spinal twist on the other side. Keeping the back of that right knee pushed into the mat. Straightening your spine. On each exhalation, twist slightly more. Long, even breaths. Try and soften your right shoulder. Soften your face. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the pose. Straighten out your legs. Bending your right leg, bringing your left foot onto the outside of the right knee. Okay, now you're just going to bring our hands onto our shin at the front, either grabbing hold or one hand on top of the other. Straighten your spine, arch your back in slightly, square your shoulders back. Try and hug yourself towards your left leg. And feel the stretch in your left buttock along there. So we're halfway into cow face pose. Once we're here, and you can try and be aware of your body and let whatever isn't being tensed or used relax. So relax your shoulders. Relax this leg that's on the floor if you can. Take a deep breath in. Raise your right hand up. Exhale. Bring your other hand behind you. So it's going to look like this from behind. You're going to grab hold of your shirt or interlace your fingers. Whichever is easier for you, wherever it is. Get your hand as far up here, this one, as possible, and this one as low down as possible. Cow face pose, long even breaths. Right elbow is pointing up as perpendicular as is physically possible. Try and relax your left shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale, release the pose. Bending the left leg, right foot onto the outside of left knee. Again, just stay here for a couple of breaths, hugging yourself towards your right knee. Notice where this fingers come. So for me, I'm feeling a lot more discomfort in this knee and around here, and this buttock is more raised up. Everyone's hips are uneven. This is a good hip aligner for your pelvis aligner. If you're willing to stay here for a good 5 minutes every day, straightening your spine, arching your back slightly, squaring back your shoulders, take a deep breath in, raise your left hand up, right hand on the back, grab hold of your tunic, t-shirt, or interlace your fingers, left elbow as perpendicular as possible, cow face pose on the other side. Great name for a band, and long, even breathing. Take a deep breath in, exhale, release the pose. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Come to be lying on your stomach, bringing your chin onto the mat. Bending your legs, grabbing hold of your ankles. Focusing on your groin, take a deep breath in. Exhaling, pushing your groin into the mat, pushing your legs out behind you, raising your thighs off the ground, lifting your head, looking up, smiling in bow pose, long even breaths. You want to try and rip your arms out the sockets. That's the kind of strength you need on your legs. Keep breathing. Deep breath in, exhale, release the pose. Gently push yourself up into child's pose. Bring your forehead onto the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, make fists with your hands. Balance your forehead on one of your fists. Stretching out your lower back from that back bend. Noticing how your body feels. Evening out your breath. The next inhalation, slowly come up. And coming to the front of your mat. So, bending your knees, swinging your arms. And your fingers graze top of your mat. Come up into chair pose. Your feet are about 1 foot apart. So about maybe 25 centimeters. And you're gazing at the space between your hands, softening your shoulders, and sitting down in your invisible chair. Long, even breaths. Gazing at the space between your hands. This is also called powerful pose. You should feel the power in your legs, feel the power in your arms, feel the power in your gaze. As you're gazing at that space between your hands, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands either side of your feet, step or jump back into a high press up. Come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turning out your right foot. Step your left foot into the space between your hands. Come up into warrior pose. On the left hand side, left foot pushing down forwards, right foot pushing back like you're trying to rip your mat in half. Again, gazing at the space between your hands. Really go as deep into this lunge as you can. Focus on your center of gravity, just below your navel. You can drop your arms and just feel that center of gravity. It's secure, it's balanced. Raise your arms up, gaze at the space between your hands, reach out in that space. Push forward with your front foot, back with your back foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands either side of your front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Exhaling down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Tops of the feet on the mat. Arms straight, arching back. Deep breath in. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your left foot. Step your right foot to the space between your hands. Come up to warrior one. The right hand side. Again, go as low into this lunge as possible. Drop into your center of gravity. Gaze at the space between your hands. Soften your shoulders, but reach forward at the same time. Pushing back with your back foot, forward with your front foot. Be in your body. Be in the flow of energy that's going around your body. Long, even breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop your hands either side of your front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Exhale into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your right foot. Step your left foot into the space between your hands. Come up into warrior two. Gazing out over your left fingers. Arms are parallel to the mat. Don't have to go. If you can go this low, that's fine. The lower you can go, the better. You want to feel like you're wedged between two planes of glass. One in front of you, one behind you. Soften your shoulders. Be aware of the shape that you are making in space. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your right hand to your right leg. Left hand straight up. Make the movements slow. Make them languid and fluid. Make them deliberate and dramatic. Gazing up at your left hand. Reaching up. Pushing down with your right foot. Pushing back with your back foot. And reaching up with your left hand. Gazing up at your left hand. Coming from the center of power, that is your core, your dantian, being drawn in three directions away from it and holding it all together at the same time. It's an extremely dynamic and powerful pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your arms back parallel to the mat. Gaze out over your left fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Cycle your hands either side of that front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your left foot. Step your right foot into the space between your hands. Come up into warrior two on the right hand side. Pushing down with your right foot. Pushing back with your left foot. Gazing out over your right fingers. Arms parallel to the mat. Softening your shoulders. Long, even breaths. Focusing on the center of power. If your thoughts are racing around, step away from them. Be in your center of power. Notice what they're thinking about. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your left hand to left leg, right hand straight up, reaching up, pushing down with the front foot, back with the back foot. Long, even breaths. Soften this shoulder, soften this arm, but reach up, push forward, push back. Long, even breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, back to warrior two. Gazing out over your right fingers, take a deep breath in. Exhale, cycle your hands either side of your right foot. Step that foot back into a high press up, come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog, exhale into a downward dog. Shuffling your shoulder blades down your back, working your heels into the mat, just as far as you can go. Letting your head be loose, trying to be a perfectly formed V. I'm pretty sure that I'm not that perfectly formed, but that's where we are. Long, even breaths. Gazing at the space between your hands, step or jump into that space. Swing your hands, graze the mat with your fingers, come up into powerful pose. At the end of that sequence, sitting down in your imaginary chair, gazing at the space between your hands. Long, even breaths. Deep breath in, exhale, release the pose. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs, and come to be lying on your mat for a short relaxation. So just tense up your left leg, let it drop, right leg, let it drop, tense up your buttocks and hips, let them drop, push your lower back into the mat, tense up your arms, shrug them to your shoulders, to your ears, flick them away, tense up everything, scratch your face, relax everything. Roll your head from side to side. Let everything settle. Bring your attention to your breath. Even it out. Long, even breaths. Exhalation longer than the inhalation if possible. Stomach expands on the inhale. Contracts on the exhalation. Notice all the sensations of your body. Feel your body being dragged into the mat by gravity. Just say to yourself in your mind, I relax my feet, my calves, and my thighs. I relax my feet, my calves, and my thighs. My feet, calves, and thighs are completely relaxed. I relax my hips, my groin, and my pelvis. I relax my hips, my groin, and my pelvis. My hips, groin, and pelvis are relaxed. I relax my lower back and my upper back. I relax my lower back and my upper back. My lower back and upper back are totally relaxed. I relax my stomach and my chest. I relax my stomach and my chest. My stomach and chest are completely relaxed. I relax my hands, my arms, and my shoulders. I relax my hands, my arms, and my shoulders. My hands, arms, and shoulders are totally relaxed. I relax my head, my neck, and my face. I relax my head, my neck, and my face. My head, neck, and face are completely relaxed. I relax all my internal organs, my heart, lungs, liver, kidneys. I relax all my internal organs. All my internal organs are relaxed. I relax my brain. I relax my brain. My brain is relaxed. My whole body is completely relaxed and still. Start to slowly come back to your body. Make circles with your ankles and wrists. Roll your head from side to side. Shake your legs slightly. Shrug your shoulders a little bit. Raise your hands up behind your head. Give yourself a long, deep stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Tuck your hands in behind your knees. Rock backwards and forwards along your spine, coming up into a seated position. Keep your eyes closed and just take a moment here just to notice how your body feels. Notice if your mind is any calmer than at the beginning of the class. Maybe it's not, but hopefully it is. And gently open your eyes. And thank you for coming to this ADHD yoga class. We'll see you at the same time, same place tomorrow. Please like and subscribe and tell anyone who you might think might benefit from this all about it. Thank you.